Hello everyone, this is Pooka and welcome to another game I played on Bad Deck Monday, where we play silly stuff and hope that it works out somehow. Most of the time it won't, but when it does, it is awesome. And let's see what happens here. Now this deck is called The Power of One. Now this is the theme song for the Pokemon movie 2000. And we are taking that concept to heart. We are only playing single copies of every card besides basic energy. And we're going to see if we can embrace the power of one to overcome our opponent here. Of course, we're using Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Lugia because they were featured in Pokemon the Movie 2000. And we got some other legendary Pokemon in there as well, like that Victini EX. So turn 1 I used a Chorus Machine to put a Plasma Energy onto my Articuno EX, and then used Turbo Energize with Victini EX. Got 2 Water Energy on the Articuno, and we're going to go from there. Now my opponent is probably like, what in the world is going on here? A Victini and an Articuno, and you know what? It's only the beginning, because like I said, I only play one copy of everything. So I drew my one Rocky Helmet there. I'm going to attach a Fire Energy to the Articuno. And I do have a Keldeo EX in my hand as well. And we're going to Frost Prison for 140 and instant paralysis. Don't get to see Articuno EX too often, but here I'm showing him off. And maybe this can be the one, the powerful one that carries us to victory. And I don't know. As you can see, every card in my hand is different. I have a Keldeo EX, an N, a Plus Power, a Recycle, and a Bicycle. We'll see if I can pull something off here. Turn 2, I did do 140 to his Landers and paralyzed him. I have a Recycle. I'm debating whether or not I want to play it. And I say nope. So I'm going to Blizzard for 100 and then 10 to his bench. Those 10 damage will add up because I can just Frost Prison for 80 twice now. And I also draw a Rayquaza and a switch, so I don't know what I'm going to draw next. I draw a Victory Piece. That's pretty big. That is my A-Spec in this deck. You can only run one A-Spec, and I chose the one for my Victini to embrace his power of one. I play a Great Ball there since, and there's 3 Pokemon in my top 7 cards. I got to go with Zapdos because it seems like it'll be the best option against what's out there right now. We're going to Frost Prison again. Last turn, my opponent was paralyzed and couldn't do anything, so we are on a roll with the power of one here. Articuno is really giving him the business in this game, but I do get N down to 2 cards, and with so few things in my deck, this is going to be a problem. He does use Blow Through. The Rocky Helmet hits him for 20, but I do draw my one Hypnotoxic Laser, put him to sleep. Doesn't matter, though, I'm going to paralyze him anyway. Frost Prison for 60 in paralysis, and all of a sudden, if my opponent doesn't have a switch, he loses the game, and the power of one, Articuno, will get a sweeping victory here, 6-0. 6 prizes in a row, but my opponent does catch up the Zapdos, so he's got a Juniper as well. We see a Rescue Scarf, so apparently this was a Garbodor deck that just did not get going at all. But when you're getting slammed by Articuno on the second turn of the game, it's kind of tough to set stuff up sometimes, especially when you got Landorus out there. So my opponent does bench another Landorus here. He's going to be able to Ultra Ball for something else as well. But man, look, I'm up 4 prizes. I drew some decent stuff. My opponent does play an Escape Rope. I'm actually just going to promote Articuno because, first of all, you're going to take the Rocky Helmet damage. But, there's a laser. Oh, no. Okay, he got a heads. If I wake up, this game is just over. He takes 20 from the helmet, and then I can Frost Prison for 160, but I stayed asleep. I hate Hypnotoxic Laser so much. Just makes me sick thinking about it. How many games that Laser has decided? What am I supposed to do about that? So if I would have top decked an energy, I also would have won there. I could have rushed in, retreated, and then Frost Prison for the win. The way it is now, I just got to rush in with Keldeo. Now I can do 2 things here. I can energy switch up to Keldeo and retreat, or I can just pass the turn here. I decided to pass the turn. Seems like the better way to go. And there's another laser. My opponent does have a 0-card hand, so if I draw an energy at any point, I should just win. I draw a Tool Scrapper, which is not really helping me out right here. I might play it just to discard my opponent's Eviolite, but otherwise, I am stuck here again. And now I'm saying, you know what, my opponent does have 0 cards, so I'm just going to energy switch up to the active retreat and go for a Blizzard here. And we're going to put the pressure on him. I'm going to max potion the Keldeo as well. I can Tool Scrapper that Eviolite. You got to right click when there's an energy and a tool on there. I know a lot of people get frustrated by this, but you can discard the tool. If it's blocked by an energy, you just got to right click and use the arrows. And we're going to Blizzard. Can Articuno go the distance? The power of 1, and he top decks an N. Not my Articuno, no. We'll see what he gets out of these 6 cards. I did get a Hue, so this is huge. We have a Super Scoop Up. That is also huge. That is a bummer, actually. Now the Landorus can come up. My Articuno is getting really low on hit points here. Man, I got 130 on that thing. It does resist fighting, but that doesn't apply on the bench. He's going to hit the Keldeo for 30, catchered it up again. Put that Articuno at 10 HP left, and draw my one first ticket. That's not too useful right now. You can see my discard pile is full of single cards. We'll see what else I can do here. I got Hue. I can draw until I have 5 cards here. I can attach, but I think I want to Hue and see if I draw my switch to see where I want to attach here. If I draw my switch, and I got it, my 1 switch. What are my odds of that? So I get my 1 switch attached to the Articuno. I also get my 1 Ether, so I'm going to go for that as well. Might as well just do it. And I get a Lightning. What do you know? We're going to put that on Keldeo just in case it gets catchered again. And Frost Prison for 160. Can Articuno go the distance here? Can Articuno take 6 straight prizes against a deck that has won a ton of state championships? This Landorus, Mewtwo, Tornadus, Garbodor deck, and oh no, a Scramble Switch. He gets out of the paralysis again. My Articuno's going to go down. No. He was the chosen one. He was the power of 1. No. But I do have Victini X. I can still win. It's just disappointing. You know, I wanted Articuno to finish the game off. Oh well. We're going to send out Victini X and Intensifying Burn for the win. So even the most ridiculous decks can work sometimes. And I just want to leave you guys with a lyric from The Power of 1. Imagine how life will be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key to the power of 1. Thanks for watching, guys. If you don't know what song I'm talking about, look it up. It's from Pokemon the Movie 2000. I thought I would share this game with you since it is pretty darn ridiculous. But until next time, I'm Pooka here from the Top Cut, and see you guys later.